After forming a bullish price action on the 4 hours chart, can this bullish price action be sustained? We'll check and find out, right? Welcome to the Silent Trading channel on Tuesday the 22nd, not Tuesday, but Wednesday on the 22nd of April. Today we're going to be checking out what the chart is trying to do right now after forming a bullish price action. But before we start, please subscribe, like, comment and share if you like this video and to support me in my trading journal. So today we are starting on the 4 hours chart. The 4 hours chart has already shown us something, right? The 4 hours chart has already dumped beforehand, right? Has already dumped at this candle over here, right? At this candle it dumped yesterday and then went all the way down to form a low wick, right, at the next candle before pulling back and forming a bullish price action, right? And after forming a bullish price action, the next two candle went up, but not, right, went up all the way up while not attacking resistance, right? If the chart is not attacking resistance, it is not triggering sell limits. Not triggering sell limits, also not accumulating sell side volume, which means if the chart is not accumulating sell side volume, if the market is not accumulating sell side volume, it can be said that it is trying to form a bearish price action, right? So if a bearish price action is formed over here and this current candle is able to push down and break support, this bearish price action would be complete, right? Which means this dump over here is only a dump to take out buy side volume and then pushing up to take out sell side volume, right? And also on the way, not just taking out sell side volume but also accumulating sell side volume on its way up to take out all of this sell side volume, and sell side volume that panic sell below, right? When the chart is trying to dump, sell side volume from panic selling below also gets taken out, right? And after taking out enough sell side volume, right, for there to be least to non sell side volume in the market, after that only can the chart form a bearish price action, which means right now a bearish price action is formed with this resistance over here, right? So if this bearish price action is complete, right, by this candle pushing down and breaking support, we will only call this a valid bearish price action. But right now this is a bearish price action but not valid yet, right? A validated bearish price action must be complete by at least breaking support, right? A bullish price action is only complete and valid by breaking resistance, right? So if support is not broken yet, it is not a valid bearish price action. It may only be a dump down just to push up and then start expanding above, right? Because this is a way of the market tricking retail traders into entering a trade based on price action that are unclear, right? Based on unclear price action, because most of you guys wouldn't trade at the best possible price action that the chart is telling you, but will trade on the least possible price action, right? Or the worst possible price action that the chart is telling you. Because why? Because you're too used to trading on the lower time frame instead of using the higher time frame to trade. But you also need to use the lower time frame as a reference to find a spot to enter a trade. But the main time frame that you should be trading is on the higher time frame, or at least on the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame, right? Because the higher time frame will control its trend better, right? If you're using a lower time frame and the lower time frame is going against the trend on the higher time frame, it is bound to be losing, right? Either by the next candle, by the next two candle, by the next three candle, or by your fifth or your fourth position, you're going to be losing. Because why? Because lower time frame going against the higher time frame, it is bound to be losing anytime, right? So the best time frame to be used, at the least, if you're not that expert on reading the chart, is 1 hour, is 4 hour. This is the least I could help you with, okay? So right now, since this bearish price action is not valid yet, because it is not complete, right? We will not be selling at the top wick right? Because why? Because it can be confusing you, the market could be confusing you and tricking you into entering a sell side position before the market start expanding above, which means if a bearish price action is not complete, a bullish price action is not complete, we are not going to be entering an order at that side, right? Only after a bullish price action is complete will we be entering. So is a bullish price action complete on the 4-hour chart yet? Nope, right? No. So we are not entering on any 4 hours chart on this bullish price action. But what if we lower the time frame to see on the 1 hour chart? The 1 hour chart has formed a complete bullish price action, which is a valid bullish price action over here, which means the next candle forming a bottom wick we can buy, right? So if you're impatient, right? If you're not patient enough to wait on the 4 hours chart, at the least go to the 1 hour chart, but not lower than that, because lower than that carries a lot of risk. Okay, so the least you could do is on the 1 hour time frame, and on a 1 hour time frame we are seeing the chart dropping down, right? The chart is slowly tumbling down by going on a sideways down, right? A sideways down, I'll call it a tumbling down, right? Because tumbling down is like you're rolling down the stairs, right? So this is what I'm calling a tumbling down. So the chart tumbling down right now is a sideways down, which means it is trying to accumulate buy side volume, which means if it is continuously accumulating buy side volume and slowly going down, slowly tumbling down, right? If the chart is slowly going down like this, right? Up and down, up and down, up and down. This is continuously accumulating buy side volume, which means the chart is bound to dump. So if the chart is bound to dump, we are not going to be buying anytime soon, because buying while the price action is unclear is carrying unnecessary risk. Okay, so if the chart is slowly tumbling down non-stop continuously, we are going to wait for the chart to dump. If the chart is dumping, we are going to be buying at where? If it passed this support, right, past this week, past this low week to form a bottom week, we are going to be buying and wait for the chart to push up and clear off this gap, right? If the chart is then pushing up to fill and clear off this gap, we will be closing our position after this dump, right? We'll be closing our buy position over here, right? So if the chart is continuously accumulating buy side volume, we are never going to buy until it has dumped, or at least until it push up and start forming a bullish price action. This is the best possible spot to buy. Okay, so are we selling now? We're not selling yet. Why? Why are we not selling yet? We are selling only after the chart has break one more support, right? This support was broken, and this chart has already pushed up to take out sell side volume before pushing down, which means if we are going to be selling, we're going to wait for this candle or the next candle to push down and break this support, and only after breaking this support, the next candle retracement, right? The next candle retracement, the next candle forming a top wick is where we're going to be buying. Okay, so that is all for today that I'm going to be analyzing for you guys. So be safe, right? Use the least possible risk to trade, right? Aim for low risk high return, not high risk high return, right? And not high risk low return. It will be a lot worse. Okay, so for today, that is all I'm going to be analyzing and talking to you guys with, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. So for today, see ya.